Guess what? I made a whole video and I wasn't even recording. Wasn't even recording. It was quite entertaining too. But guess what? This one is not going to be entertaining. It's going to be down to business. I can't believe it. I made, and the video was in two parts because I forgot. Okay, first of all, what's up, FOA Squad? I'm Anthony. Welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy, crappy, rainy Thursday to you guys. What a crappy week of weather it has been. Hopefully, the weekend will be better. Anywho, like I was saying, I made the video had to have been at least 14, 15 minutes. And I wasn't even recording. Oh my goodness. Well, anywho. I am in shock right now. I'm in shock. It was a good video too. Well, let me try to go back and remember all that I said in that video. So let me start out by saying I mailed everybody's magnets out yesterday. So you should be getting those in about 2 to 3 days, depending on where you live. Only 17 of the 30 of you who want a magnet sent me your mailing information. So there are still 13 more people who have not yet sent me their mailing information. I will put at the beginning of this video, you should have seen the list of winners who won a magnet. I'm gonna give them a couple more days, and if those people don't respond or send me their information, I'm going to open it back up. And for anybody else that would be interested in having a magnet, you can send me your information, but wait until I open it back up and then you can do that. I also still have the circle magnets too, so if enough people still would like one, and I run out of the square ones, the rectangle ones, I still have the circle ones as well. So that was the first thing. Now let me get to the thing that I forgot in the first video, and I actually had to cut the video off, and this is cut the video off and think of what the second thing I had to talk about before I get into the main topic of today's video, and that was my back panel back there, my back window. I did take the panel out, and I went ahead and put some fabric on there. It came out better than the smaller window. Not too much better, but it was better. I did it at the storage facility, so I had a nice surface to work with. I did take some photos of that process, so I'll go ahead and post some of those up now as I talk. It was a little tedious. The thing about doing things in the storage facility is that they have motion sensor lights in there. And so if you're still long enough, the lights go off. So I had to keep getting up and walking so that the lights can come back on. It became something, boy. I was like, oh. And I tried to hurry up the process, which I think made me not do it as good. But it's up there. It's good for now. And eventually, if I keep this car, I'm going to get tinted windows anyway. So now let's get into today's topic, because it's going to be down to business since I messed up the entertainment one and wasn't recording. I'm a little torn between two decisions. Now, this is not Anthony anxiously thinking or Anthony radically thinking like I have been doing the past few months or whatever. This is Anthony slow thinking, okay? This is Anthony trying to make sense out of a short future ahead. Not a long-term future, but a short future. I've decided that I'm not ready to give up this lifestyle just yet. I want to stay in it long enough to make some more progression. And besides, I feel okay. I feel okay in the lifestyle. But because I decided that I wanted to hang in there a little longer, now I don't know how long is a little longer, but it's definitely going to be out, the rest of this year at least. And my thoughts and feelings is if I make it throughout the rest of this year, I can make it a little longer until I decide. I don't want to stop doing it if I stop doing it because I'm tired of it, or because it's uncomfortable, or because of whatever. I want to stop doing it because I just want to stop doing it at that time. So I'm thinking of the near future, so to speak. So I'm thinking, is it more logical to just get another vehicle? Honestly, do y'all think that? Because I'm thinking that if I had a different vehicle, I probably go a good distance into the future with this lifestyle. You know, again, it's not about this car or whatever. You know, it's about gaining just a little bit more space. I'm not going to jump to the extreme and go from what I have to something big or whatever. I just would like a little bit more space if I continue, which I have made the decision to not give it up just yet and go a little further into the future. So something that I can just have two main things in it. Two main things. My main two priorities is a bed and a kitchen countertop, a permanent kitchen countertop, so that I can cook. Not necessarily a sink. I'm just talking about a flat countertop that is multi-purpose. I can, you know, cook on top of it when I want to. I can put my laptop, if I had a laptop, on top of it and watch a movie. Just something multi-purpose that, you know, doesn't like get in the way or is a part of the overall aesthetic look up. Did I say that right? Aesthetic look of the van. I have been looking at one particular van, but every time I see these little cargo vans, I think to myself, oh my God, they look so tiny. But then when I look at a conversion build with this particular little cargo van, I'm amazed at the different type of setups and builds that people do with this same size vehicle. And I'm like, I am loving all of them that I've seen. I've seen a couple of them that I did not like. I mean, but for the most part, I'm thinking I can do that. It would be the cost of it wouldn't be that much to build it out, to insulate it. It shouldn't be too much more in gas that I am paying there for this. And I'm like, oh man, that might be the route that I'm taking. And here's the thing, guys. If I decide to buy a new vehicle, guess what? It's going to happen next month, because Memorial Weekend is my first of 2 camping trips. I would love, if I decide to get a new vehicle or a different vehicle, to have that vehicle for that first camping trip. I would love to have it for that. So if it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quickly. And the other part of if I buy a new vehicle is I'm going to drop a few more $1,000s down on my car to get that down lower, even lower. As you guys know, 2 weeks ago, I went in there, I paid half of my car off. And, you know, if I put a few more $1,000s down and get it even lower, that the value of my car now, as it stands now, is more than what I owe on the car. So when buying a newer vehicle, that should benefit me and work in my favor. And if I go in there and drop a few more thousands down on it to get it even lower, it would benefit me even more if I purchase a newer vehicle, you know? And the other thing that makes me think about when it comes to purchasing a newer vehicle is that I basically will be paying this vehicle off in 2.5 years. And I still would have 2.5 years to go. So 2.5 years earlier. And I'm thinking, okay, Anthony, if you can do that with this vehicle while living in it, you can do that with another vehicle that, you know, get that paid off in the next 2.5 years. You know what I mean? So those are the type of things that I am slow thinking and make sense to me logically if I decide to buy a newer vehicle. Now, I don't care if I would like to get a 2022 vehicle, but I went on Car Gurus. Have you guys ever looked at that site? Would you buy a car from there? Like Car Gurus? I think it's another one out too. Carvana or something like that. Would you guys buy something? I think once before, some of you guys made some comments about it, about bad experiences with, I think it was Carvana or something. But I personally wouldn't go that route. I don't know. Because it's kind of hard to find particular vehicles these days. So who knows? But I would be leery to buy a car that I can't actually see ahead of time and drive it and do whatever. You're basically taking the word of whoever is selling the car, you know. But I more than likely would just go, because a new, oh, let me tell y'all the vehicle. The vehicle is a ProMaster City. You know, they are equivalent to the NV200 and the Ford Transit Connect. Of the three, I really like the look of the ProMaster City than the other two. Plus, the ProMaster City comes in different colors. I would not get a white one, that's for sure. Unless they're the only ones that are available. They come in different colors. But I'm not opposed to getting a white one, but it would not be my first choice if something else another color is available, like the gray. I would love to have a gray one. So that's my thought process on possibly getting a newer vehicle. Now, the other part of it, which you can just say is plan A or plan B, whichever one, is renovating the back of the car. Taking the back seat out. Now, I know in previous videos, people had mentioned why not take the front seat out, but it makes no sense for me to take the front seat out for a number of reasons. Number one, visually looking at it, it would be weird for me. It would just not sit well with me to not have a front seat right here. Second of all, where would my mom sit when I go down to Baltimore and hang out with my mom and take my mother around, you know? And the third thing is, my bed starts from the back of this front seat anyway and go to the back of the car. So it makes no sense whatsoever to take out the front seat. And the last and final reason is all that wiring and stuff underneath this seat, you know, I don't want to tackle that. I don't want to mess with that stuff. I've been disengage something in here that's supposed to be engaged, like the airbags or something, you know. No, I'm not into all that. So it just doesn't make sense to take out the front seat. Now, I did take a look at it yesterday when I was at the storage unit, and if I take the back seat out, you know, I should gain about 2.5 inches, because I'm taking that platform out the back that separates the wheel well with the spare tire in it, and from the end as the part that my bed sits on. So if I remove that, that will sink down to the platform that I will potentially put in here, would be sitting on the wheel well. So I should gain the seat height and that little dip right there, which in turn would give me about 2 inches, at least I'm guessing, of more height space, more head space, I should say. So that would work out nice. But a new vehicle does sound good, though. A new vehicle does. My first thought was to just go ahead and try the backseat renovation first. If that doesn't work out, then just buy a new vehicle. But can't you tell that I'm really leaning towards just getting a new vehicle? It just sounds so exciting to have, you know, a flatter bed, and just to have a permanent space to be able to cook. It just seems exciting to me, you know. But I don't know yet. I will definitely be making a decision soon, because like I said, I want to, if I get a new vehicle, it's all about getting it ready for that first camping trip, and that might be a possibility. So which one should I do? New vehicle, backseat renovation. New vehicle, backseat renovation. Anyway, exciting times are coming, and I'm really excited. And I think that's all I have for you guys today. I'm going to continue to look up some vehicles. Over the weekend, I might even go to a dealership and see what they have and see what they're talking. If I see something that I'm interested in, you know, I might get it. I might get it and just go for it. Start building it out over the weekend. How about that? That would be great. Oh man, that would be great. If I come next time y'all see me, I'll be like, ta-da! Here it is, my new home, and I better hurry up and get it going because I need somewhere to sleep. Oh man, that would be great though. That would be great though. I think a lot of my choices are based on when it comes to whether or not to get a new vehicle or to just continue to try to manipulate this car into something that's just a tad more comfortable or whatever is my commitment. Is my commitment to. And then a ProMaster, even if I change my mind, that's still a daily vehicle that I can drive around because it's still relatively small and it doesn't look out of place at all or whatever. So it still be a win-win situation, especially if I get a 2022 one. That's a brand new vehicle, But anyway, guys, that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Just wanted to share those thoughts with you guys. I am leaning towards getting another vehicle, something that would just give me a tad more bid space. I think the ProMaster City will fit that bill based on all the different types of setups and builds that I've seen on YouTube with this particular vehicle. And they, for the most part, the majority of them have been really appealing to me of what people have done with this small space. And I don't need a lot of space, just enough space to lay down and enough space to do my little cooking with, and I'm good. I don't need all that fancy dancy stuff. All right, you know what? I'm starting to ramble on, and that's going to be it. Thank you guys for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that, and I'll see you guys the next time.